Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Thursday. Welcome into Kindred, North Dakota on a cold January 22nd, where we are gearing up in Kindred for what should be a fun matchup. The Valley City Highliners come to Kindred with a 10-2 record. They are the defending state champions in basketball. They also are the volleyball state champions. They are ranked number 3 in the state of North Dakota. And once again, they come to Kindred with a 10-2 record. It's the visitors on the scoreboard, the Valley City Highliners, coming to Kindred to take on the home team, the 10-3 Kindred Vikings. We are excited that you are tuned in here on live event, on your live event. The JV game went a little long, so we're about 18 minutes away from anthem and starting lineups. Thanks for tuning into your live event. My name is Josh Almaris. I'm joined alongside Nick Nicholas, Eggy the Eggmeister, Mr. Eggalicious Eggman. Nick, how you doing?
It's cold up in this press box.
Nick, I had a janitor back in my hometown that would always say, "It's cold out." And we'd say, "How cold is it, Doug?" And he'd say, "It's colder than a brass toilet seat on the shady side of an iceberg." And let me tell you, when he said that the first time, it stuck like glue, and that's what we'd say all the time.
I bet that was the saying from here on out for the rest of high school.
I think it's got to be in yearbooks back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm going to have to use that one when Grafton comes to town. It is definitely colder than a brass toilet seat on the shady side of an iceberg. It's feels like of negative 31 out there, Nicholas.
Yeah, besides the cold and being cold, Josh, I think it's going to heat up in this gym with these two teams. Sour taste in the mouth of the Kindred girls from a couple nights ago and from playing this team earlier.
Yeah, I think it is going to be a hot one. There's games, Nick, where we both get excited about all these games. We love what we do. Getting to be on your live event and call games is a lot of fun. But I think we both would confess there's some we pencil in that we're excited about.
For sure.
We ink a couple in that we're very much excited for. And then there's the one that you ink and highlight. And I think this qualifies as an ink and highlight kind of game. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah. I top two teams in the region right now. We're defending state champs. Great volleyball season out of the Valley City girls, too. And a team at Kindred that see what they're going to bring to the court tonight.
Yeah, welcome into the pregame show. We're on segment 1. We'll have segment 2 where we'll look at each team. Once again, welcome into your live event. Josh Almerix alongside Nick Eggman. It's very cold outside. Minus 31 as the feels like. Nick, I have 2 quick questions for you before we go to break.
Shoot.
My first question is, what is the coldest part of Russia? You're a geography guy. You know the cold region in Russia, known for the ridiculously cold temperatures,
Well, Siberia is the easy answer.
Yeah, Siberia,
Okay.
That's it. I got it. My next question for you. Does it feel colder in Kindred, North Dakota tonight or in Siberia?
Siberia is a very large piece of land. So if you're in southern Siberia, for sure, it's colder here, I would guess.
Yeah, it says so. I didn't get into the specific location. My weather map said central Siberia, if that helps. Negative 21 is the feels like there, negative 31 here. So we win.
We win. And I don't know if we're
win.
jacked about that win. I'm going to have to let my car run for probably 10 minutes before I leave this school today.
Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger,
Correct.
right? So we'll claim this victory here. We're going to step away for about 2 minutes, and when we come back, we're going to look at the 10-2 Valley City Highliners who are taking on the 10-3 Kindred Vikings. We're going to break down each team, who they played, and look at the fresh polls right off the press here. See you back in about 2 minutes.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the gymnasium in Kindred, North Dakota. We are excited to be on your live event. Josh Omeris alongside Nick Eggman. Nick, you had some cutting-edge, riveting news to share with our audience coming off of our Siberia conversation.
Well, I didn't know how specific you wanted me to get. The city I was going to say would be Verkhoyansk, Russia, in Siberia.
And who wins between them and us?
Them. Feels like negative 55.
That's real cold, but I think at a certain point it gets, negative 31, negative 55. We brought Teddy to daycare, or I did this morning, and there's a wind alley between the buildings, and that wind shot through him and I, almost blew him away. That's exaggerating, of course, but we both did the lose our breath, and it brought me back to me losing my breath when I saw you with your new haircut and stash all shaved off.
Yeah, that was your response.
Yeah. All right, let's move into the game here. We've got the Valley City Highliners coming to town with a 10-2 record. They are the defending state champs. They are the third-ranked team in the state of North Dakota. They come in with victories over Devil's Lake, Northern Cass. They beat Kindred back on December 15th, 74-56. They beat Wahpeton, Lisbon, Central Cass, Northern Cass, Oak Grove. They beat Rugby, and arguably coming off their hottest game, they annihilated Wahpeton 70-43 on Tuesday night. Their two losses came from Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, the number 4 ranked team in Class B, very early on in the year, and they lost to Thompson just last week on Friday. Nick, the Valley City Highliners are a very dangerous bunch. We've talked about that quite a bit. I'm going to make some statements about them in a little bit, but what excites you the most about Valley City, or what is it that you respect the most about this Highliner crew?
Their teamwork, Josh. It's not, you hear Katie Burchill and you go, okay, stud player for the Highliners, but it's not her on any given night. She's going to get her buckets just like any great player will, but they have role players that coming off the bench. Their starters, besides Burchill, are very good, and they just play as a team, and it's really fun to watch. I remember watching the Kindred Valley City game earlier in the year, and they played so well together, and a lot of them played on the team last year as well. They played volleyball, and they have that chemistry.
Yeah, the polls came out just the other day, and it has South Prairie Max number 1, Thompson number 2, Valley City number 3, Hazen 4, and Carrington 5. Turtle Mountain, Kindred, and Watford City are all receiving votes. I agree wholeheartedly with those polls. South Prairie Max only has 1 loss. It was the first game of the year. They beat Thompson by 19, Turtle Mountain by 31. They beat Watford City by 23. Thompson, they beat Central Cass. Kindred, they've beat this Valley City team. And then you got this Valley City team who has losses against LLM and Thompson. But I don't think this is a bold statement, Nick. Valley City is one of the best teams in the state of North Dakota. And I think, personally, we've talked a little bit about this, so I'll give you a chance. I'm going to defend my argument here in a second. But I think Valley City is the most dangerous team in the state, and that's no disrespect to South Prairie, Max Thompson, or anybody else. I mean, this Valley City team, first of all, they're the defending state champs. That right there says you've got a pedigree for success. 4 of their 5 starters this year returned. They started on that team. They won a state volleyball championship, which now to me says they know how to win championships. It's not a one thing. It's basketball and volleyball. They have 5 girls that are planning to play collegiate sports. They've got Maddie Fries, who is going to play potentially probably Valley City State basketball. So is Dakota Potrats. You have Katie Koka, who's planning to play volleyball at VCSU, and so is Kinley Suffolkul. Bryn Leak, she's just a sophomore. She's an all-state tourney volleyball player. And then, of course, I haven't even mentioned Katie Burchell, who was the MVP of the tournament last year. She's got over 1,000 points. She's probably going to play at MSU or University of Mary.
There's another big name, too, and she's only a sophomore, and Sky Nielsen, Josh.
Correct. Right
down there with Katie Burchell being a big post presence and can shoot it from behind the arc. This team's loaded with studs, Josh.
They have Katie Burchell, who averages 19 a game. Sky Nielsen, who you just mentioned, 12 a game. Maddie Fries, 11.4. And Dakota Potrats, 10 a game. That's 4 girls scoring double digits per game. You might say, okay, why are they losing? Well, I'll defend that. And Jimmy Howard, talking to him, had great conversation with him. I mean, he's the guy who's talking, we're going to be at our best at the end of the year. And I think every coach says that and wants that. I certainly believe it with Valley City. They won the volleyball state championship on November 22nd. 2 days later, those girls have to take that volleyball uniform off and put on a basketball one. Same town, same team, a lot of the same teammates, but I don't care how much you love basketball. That's tough.
That's quick turnaround.
You're on the highest of the high mountain, and now you got to get ready to defend your state basketball championship. 2 days later, they're in the gym. 8 days later, they're playing their first basketball game. To me, to lose an early game back in December 12th to a Lemoore Litchfield Marion team, that's totally excusable.
And we're not making excuses for Valley City here, and obviously they would say we should win those games because they have that much intensity about them. But that Lemoore Litchfield Marion teams, they are one tough team in Class B, and that Class B girls tournament is going to be something special to watch too.
And I got to clarify this. In the state championship, they lost to Mayport in the state championship. They didn't win the state championship. They were in the state championship. But in any case, so they're there, right? They're playing. So even more to that point, they're on the top of the mountain. They fall a little bit short, and then they got to come back. Right.
From.
So then you can say, well, what about Thompson, right? Why are they losing to Thompson? Thompson, first of all, is a very good team. Sage was hitting everything that night. She was on fire.
Yep.
So they lose by 10. But looking deeper into Valley City's schedule, that was their 3rd game in 4 days. They went to Northern Cass, had Oak Grove at home, and then they went to Devil's Lake to take on Thompson. And then they had another game the next night against Rugby. So 4 games in 5 days, I think, again, that's pretty darn excusable.
Yeah, that's a tough stretch. And like I said earlier about Lemoore Litchfield Marion, Thompson's no slouch. We know that. They've been no slouch for the past 5+ years up in that Region 2 of the old Class B Region 2 and now the Single A Region 2. And that's what's so good about Coach Jimmy Howard scheduling these types of games for these girls to get them even 10 times better to what they said their goal is at the end of the year, playing their best ball. Yeah, talking to him, I mean, he's talking about how proud of his team he is for accepting the grind, for having to come off of that volleyball state championship, the loss, and just getting into basketball and defending their title. I'm going to go back to it, Nick. No discredit at all to South Prairie, Max Thompson, or anybody else. I think Valley City is the toughest, is one of the toughest teams in the state, if not the toughest team. Now, if you're South Prairie Max and Thompson right now, you're welcome for the bulletin board
Yeah,
material.
absolutely. Put that on there. I think that absolutely is worth it if they are happening to listen to us. I don't know that they care what my opinion is or our opinion. South Prairie Max and Thompson, they are very good teams. Now let's switch over to Kindred. Kindred is a very good team, and any coach you talk to that I've had the opportunity to talk to, they know and speak about Liza Trenbeth and Sierra Nipstead, two of the best players in the state. The Kindred Vikings have not ended their seasons the way that they've wanted over the last couple years. One of the reasons I'm so excited for this game, Nick, is I want to see how are these girls going to handle coming off of an emotional loss against Central Cass and having an opportunity to redeem yourself after losing to Valley City earlier in the year, back on December 15th. How much has this group galvanized? How much have they improved? You've got a big dog on your home court. I'm excited to see how they're going to handle that. How about you?
I am too, Josh. I mean, you go up to your rival's home. I don't know if we said the score yet, but it wasn't pretty. When you were probably the favorites going in there, you come back, you have one day, and guess what? Number 3 team in the state's coming into your house. I mean, if that's me, I'm jacked up and ready to play out of my mind, and I think these girls are going to come out and do that here.
Kindred Vikings are 10-3 on the year. They have victories against Barnesville. They beat Central Cass on December 11th, 73-37. They then lost to Valley City 74-56. The Vikings went on to beat Shiloh and Mayport. They fell to Thompson by 31 on January 3rd. Then they snapped off a 6-game heater. They beat Oak Grove, Botno, Lisbon, Wahpeton Rugby, and Devils Lake before they went into the House of the Squirrels and got beat 70-56. It'll be fun to see how this team responds. Once again, it's the defending state champs, the volleyball runner-up, the number 3 ranked Valley City Highliners with a 10-2 record coming into Kindred to take on the Kindred Vikings, who are 10-3. Big opportunity for the Vikings to showcase how much they are going to learn from their loss on Tuesday and continue to build as we near postseason tournament. Nick, let's take a break for about a minute. When we come back, we'll do a quick run through the starters.
When we bought our first home in Fargo, we had no idea where to start. A friend told us to call First Class Mortgage, and I'm so glad we did. They explained every step, answered all of our questions, and made us feel completely at ease. We closed on time and even got a better rate than expected. If you're buying or refinancing, trust me, call First Class Mortgage. They really do live up to their name.
First Class Mortgage is locally owned. Visit firstclasscorp.com for more info.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Hey fans, welcome back into the gymnasium. We're excited for what we think is going to be very fun basketball game. Valley City Highliners come to town with a 10-2 record. Here's how they will start. Number 2, Maddie Freeze, averages 11.4 a game. Katie Koka wears number 4. She's a senior. Dakota Potratz wears number 10, scores 10 points a game. She's a senior guard at 5 feet 10 inches. Number 12, Katie Burchell, a junior forward, stands 6 feet inches tall, averages 19 points and 9 rebounds a game. She was the MVP of the state tournament last year. She's over 1,000 points. She's going to be a fun one to watch. Sophomore Sky Nielsen, a forward, standing 5 feet 11, wears number 32. She averages 12 points a game. It's Freeze, Koka, Potratz, Burchell, and Nielsen. Jimmy Howard, the head coach. His assistants are Tara and Tom Glant. For the Kindred Vikings, it's Liza Trenbeth. She wears number 1. She's a senior forward, stands 5 feet 11, averages 24 points a game. She just hit the 1,000-point mark against rugby. Liza Trenbeth once again wears number 1. Sierra Nipstead, number 3. She averages 28 a game. She had 1,000 earlier this year. She's just a sophomore, a forward standing 5'11". Kate Odegaard up to 6 points a game. She's a sophomore forward, stands 5 feet 7 inches. Once again, Odegaard wears number 10. Collins McQuillan wears number 22. She's a sophomore guard, stands 5 feet 9 inches. And number 5, Ivy Trenbeth, a sophomore guard, standing 5 feet 9. That's Liza Trenbeth, Sierra Nipstead, Ivy Trenbeth, Kate Odegaard, and Collins McQuillan. Anthem's about to play. We'll step away for a couple minutes.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Beautiful rendition of our nation's anthem, sung by the Kindred High School Choir under the direction of Miss Teresa Raisler. Pep band's here, choir's here, fans are in the building. Nick, this is going to be a fun one, hopefully, right?
Yes, it is. I'm excited here. Let's get this ball tipped. We're about well over past game time, about 28 minutes past original tip right now, but it's worth the wait.
Schedule was supposed to have this at 7. JV game went a little long. Kindred was victorious 45-41. First young lady out onto the court is number 2, Maddie Free. She's a senior guard, stands 5 feet 7 and averages 11.4 a game. She'll be followed up by number 4, a senior forward, stands 5 feet 10 inches. It's Katie Koka. Number 10, a senior guard, a left-handed slasher, Dakota Potratz, comes out onto the court next. She averages 10 a game. The star, number 12, a junior forward standing 6 feet, averaging 19 points and 9 rebounds a game, Katie Burchell, is then followed by number 32, sophomore forward, 5 foot 11 inch Sky Nielsen, averaging 12 points a game. Jimmy Howard, Tara Glant, and Tom Glant are the coaches for the Highliners. Here come the Vikings, led by number 1. Fresh off a 1,000-point game, senior forward, 5 foot 11 inch Liza Trenbeth, averages 24 points a game. The second head of that two-headed monster wears number 3. She's a sophomore forward, averaging 28 points a game and 7 steals a game. It was Sierra Nipstead. Third onto the floor for the Vikings is number 5, sophomore guard, 5 foot 9 inch Ivy Trenbeth. Thankfully, Kate Odegaard doesn't trip over her own pants. She comes out onto the floor wearing number 10 as a sophomore with 6 points a game.
I'm happy you noticed that too.
And then finally, it's number 22, sophomore guard, 5 foot 9 inch Collins McQuillan. Head coach of the Vikings, Sam Brandt. She hails from Andover, Minnesota, in her 9th year as the head. Spent her college years at Minot State. She's assisted by Tennille Bacco, Ashley Fahnhorst, and Ashley Bosch. Once again, Jimmy Howard, the head man for the Highliners. He's in his 11th year as the head coach. 8th grade social studies teacher, Nick. You can
oh yeah,
appreciate that, huh?
Certainly can.
And he also teaches 7th and 8th grade math. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Vikings and a 10-3 record playing host to the Highliners, who come in as defending state champs, number 3 in the polls, and a 10-2 record. And we're off and running. Ball's in the hands of Potratz, and then eventually gets to Freeze, who gives to the corner down to Koka. Ball is tipped, and it's a turnover by Valley City. Exactly what the Vikings need to do.
Quick foul here. I'm not sure who they called that one on, Josh. Sierra stopped her dribble. Couldn't slow down enough to hit her in the back.
So it's going to be a foul that goes against Katie Burchell, her first, team's first.
That's a quick one for Highliner star player.
Here's Liza Trenbeth. They eventually kick it out to her sister, Ivy Trenbeth, a little too strong, and it's Katie Burchell who gets the rebound. Burchell gives to Freeze, and then over to Sky Nielsen, who's going to take a long three. Contact on that three, but no call. Rebound, putback, no good. It goes out of bounds, and Valley City going to get their third crack on this possession.
Yep, something the Vikings have struggled with a little bit, especially in that Thompson game that they played. They got out-rebounded by a lot. And if you give second chance opportunities, these teams are going to make you pay.
Coca nowhere close, but it again knocks off a Viking. And to your point there, partner, this is the fourth attempt now by the Valley City Highliners.
Sky Nielsen had very good positioning there and boxed Ivy Trenbeth out. She tried to go up and get it, but knocked it out.
Knocked out a play here. It's going to stay with Valley City as Nielsen tried to pass that into the paint. Shot clock at 28 here. Yeah, Valley City didn't come out shooting good there. It's still very early on, but the Vikings have not gotten the rebound. And here's the fourth attempt. No good, and hustling to that ball and on the floor. Now it's Odegaard.
You go with the Vikings, but still now the possession arrow switches.
Yeah, I mean, even that shot, the Highliner that shot it, knew it was off and attacked the rim and didn't get boxed out by a Viking. And finally the Vikings stopped Valley City from their attempts, but it comes at the cost of giving up their arrow. Here's McQuillan. Good take into the paint, and then she kicks.
That
good
looks
kick,
good.
Good shot.
Deep.
Too strong by Odegaard, and Ivy Trenbeth gives her team a second chance. High arcing shot by Liza, and that one doesn't go. Highliners have it. Nobody's scored yet. We're a minute 20 into this, 0-0. There's Freeze, who gives over to Nielsen. Going to be a foul called. Coach Brandt does not like that call at all and makes it known. Foul goes against Liza Trenbeth. Liza's first, team's first. Here's another three-point attempt by Nielsen. Her second three-point attempt, no good. And the rebound goes to Burchell. A turnover on Valley City. That's their second. Vikings have yet to turn it over. An interesting shot put up by Sierra Nipstead. And the Highliners get the rebound in the hands of Freeze. Dakota Potratz puts up a
nice
prayer.
Shot by Potratz.
It didn't look clean. It looked like she had
strong though.
Yeah, strong. That's exactly right. So Dakota Potratz scores the first two for Valley City. Good take by Liza. She gets fouled by Dakota Potratz. And it's going to be Dakota's first foul, team's second.
Send Trenbeth to the line for Kindred fans. Hopefully sit them to their chairs.
Mariah Freeze checks in for Valley City. Liza gets the ball from the official, dribbles, puts up her shot, a little bit strong. And the best Liza can hope for now is to cut this lead in half. Looks like Maddie Freeze is being tended to. She must have a cut, I'm assuming. So hopefully they get that taken care of if you're a Highliner fan, and they can get her back out onto the floor. Liza Trenbeth makes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. There's Burchell, who gives on over to Potratz, and now it's in the hands of Freeze. They go inside to Burchell. Burchell takes strong, misses, but gets her own rebound. She's fouled on the second attempt. That's something that, Nick, there's 3 Kindred Vikings down low, and Burchell still gets the rebound over them. That can happen if you're a Viking fan.
I know I know Burchell has the height advantage here, but you get a body into her and you push her out of the lane, you're going to have a good option to go get that ball and then jump up and go attack that thing at its peak.
Collins McQuillan's called for the foul. Burchell makes her first of 2 shots. Misses the second, and Liza Trenbeth gets the rebound. So 1 of 2 for Burchell from the line. Nipstead has 3 seconds to get it across. She does it with a second to spare. She gives to Ivy and then gives to Liza. 3-1 as Liza tries to go into the paint. It's a turnover by the Vikings. I show it's their first turnover. Here come the Highliners with a 3-1 lead. It's Nielsen who gives to Coca. Nice ball movement. Dakota Potratz a little bit strong. And Sierra Nipstead has it. This is where Sierra just oh, wow.
Ooh, Potratz with the stuff.
Sierra is so good at those plays, but fortunately, on the excellent block, Liza Trenbeth is there to put that in the hoop, and it's 3-3. So unofficially 3 turnovers by Valley City and 1 by the Vikings as Burchell takes and gets fouled. She misses, but she'll get 2 shots.
It's a great entry pass by Potratz, high up at the key, throwing it up for your big post and Burchell to go get it. Does a great job, and she has great body control. Immediately twists in the air and goes straight up for the layup and gets fouled.
Burchell gets the roll. She's now 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Collins McQuillan picks up the foul. She has 2. It's the team's 3rd. Maddie Peterson and Kaya Starcevic check in for the Vikings. I did not see who checked in for the Highliners. As Burchell makes
number 2.
Maddie Freeze back. She went off. Looked like she had a cut, so hopefully they got that squared away as Maddie Freeze is back out onto the floor. Liza takes, good defense by Potratz. Shot's no good, rebound Burchell and the Highliners. Potratz gives over to Nielsen. Nielsen, nice pass to the corner, it's Koka. Koka for 3, short, rebound Ivy Trenbeth. She gives to Nipstead, and Nipstead stops with Koka right in front of her. Liza now works against Potratz and gives to Maddie Peterson. Maddie Peterson slashes inside, loses the handle on it. Turnover Vikings as Nielsen picks it up. Quickly up to Koka. Koka gives to Burchell. Burchell, nice defense by the Vikings. Burchell works through to get another crack at it. What a great job there by Burchell of getting that rebound. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. It did not go off Ivy Trenbeth, so the Vikings are going to have it. Nick, that was a phenomenal play by Katie Burchell.
Yes, it was. And they had another open look. If the Highliners can't keep making these threes, the Vikings are going to stay in this. But the Vikings are giving a lot of open opportunities to these Highliners right now, and you would think eventually these shots are going to fall.
Highliners are not shooting great right now, but what's working for them is they're getting a lot of extra chances. Here, Potratz turns over Liza Trenbeth. Potratz then throws to the corner, and there's Freeze who gives to Nielsen. Nielsen puts her shoulder down. Oh, and they're going to call a offensive foul there.
I didn't see who took it for the Vikings. Who took that
I think
charge?
it was Kaya.
Yep, she's checking to see if she's got a bloody nose coming down the court.
So Sky Nielsen, and she definitely put her shoulder down, and it was Kaya Starcevic who paid the price on that one, but turned over Valley City. Here's a nice move by Sierra Nipstead and a finger roll.
That's pretty, Josh.
Beautiful. Sierra Nipstead with her first 2 points, and that's going to be another turnover by Valley City. I show 4 for Valley City. Right now, the recipe for success is very much on the side of the Vikings as it's 5-5, but Valley City looking a little sloppy early on, missing shots and turning the ball over. Peterson for 3, strong, rebound. Starcevic almost had it but couldn't get there, and here comes a 2-on-1 by the Highliners. Moving right around Maddie Peterson is Maddie Freeze. She scores, averaging 11.4 points a game for Freeze, the senior. Plans to play basketball at Valley City State. 3-point attempt there by Liza is no good. It's 7-5 Valley City, and they have the ball in the hands of Potratz.
Trenbeth is going to get those every now and then, but if you're the Highliners, you're okay with her taking that shot.
Beautiful shot there. Nice touch by Potratz, the lefty. She has 4. 9-5. Liza kicks to Maddie. Maddie into the paint.
Stuffed by Burchell.
Very tough to work against Burchell. A significant size advantage as Burchell's 6 feet and incredibly strong. Peterson 5'7". Burchell gets the block there. Here's Potratz for a long 2. No good. Sierra Nipstead and Liza work down the court, and there's another block.
One.
Boy, the defense. So I shouldn't say Valley City's not playing good, Nick. Offensively, they're not getting shots to fall, but defensively, they are playing fantastic.
They're playing lights out. It doesn't matter who's going up and getting blocks, but they are doing it.
Kate Odegaard in for the Vikings and Kaylee Nielsen in for Valley City.
Little miscommunication there. Trenbeth was fortunate enough to go get it.
Case in point with the defense of the Highliners, they earn a turnover there, and I show that to be turnover number 4. I'm not keeping track of blocks, Nick, as Kinsley Glant
Potratz,
comes in.
I think, has at least 2 or 3.
And Burchell has at least 1, maybe 2, something along that lines. We'll say roughly 5 blocks.
Right.
Here's Kinsley Glant, who gives to Maddie Freeze. Freeze gives all the way back to Glant, and then they find the ball to the corner where Nielsen is. Here's a 3-point attempt by Potratz, and she puts that one right through. Dakota Potratz with 7 points. She averages 10 a game. Right now, the senior has 7, and we have 1:15 left in the first quarter. 12-5, Valley City by 7. Odegaard long 2. Strong, no good. Potratz. Boy, Potratz is having a really good game for the Highliners right now. She gives to Maddie Freeze. They work down into the corner to Nielsen, and now it's Nielsen who gets it back from Freeze. Running shot, no good. 50 seconds left as Nipstead makes a nice pass to Liza. Liza with the Euro step, the foul, and the bucket. That's exactly what the Vikings need. They were down by 7 with a chance now to move within 4. Foul goes against number 10, Dakota Potratz, her second. She has 2 fouls. Katie Burchell and Sky Nielsen each have 1. I show that's their, 4th team foul, but it's a shooting foul, of course. So Liza has 5 points right now, make it 6. She's 2 for 3 from the line. About an 8-second differential on the shot clock. Valley City has the ball on the floor, and it's a jump ball going to go to the Vikings. It'll be a 2.2-second differential. 37.2 on the game clock, 35 on the shot clock. 5 turnovers for Valley City. 4 turnovers from the Vikings. Let's see if the Vikings can end this quarter on a little bit of a run. Here's Trenbeth.
I thought she was going to do it for a second, Josh.
She's not scared to. Going to be a foul here.
That's going to be free throws, too.
Foul's going to go against Kinsley Glant, her first, team's 5th. So that'll send Liza to the foul line. Well, to your point, very good decision from Liza to not shoot that deep 3. She takes, she gets fouled, and now she's going to get 2 from the charity stripe. Makes the first. Liza has 7. Nipstead has 2. That's the 9 points for the Vikings. 7 for Dakota Potratz, 3 for Burchell, and 2 for Maddie Freeze. Liza Trenbeth makes both. Big stop here for the Vikings. Shot clock off.
Turnover.
Boy, they turn it over. What a big sequence of events here for the Vikings. They missed that. I thought that was a pretty easy shot that the Vikings missed. They could have tied the game up. They could have had a 7-0 run. Instead, they miss. It's a jump ball, goes to Valley City. So Valley City has Burchell on a 2-on-1. That seems like a for sure good deal.
Yep.
And it is, as Burchell makes. She has 5. It's a 14-10 Valley City lead. See if the Vikings hang on for one final shot here. 8 seconds left, no shot clock, 5 seconds. Nipstead can shoot from anywhere. She takes, she loses it, and it's going to go to Valley City with 1.8 left. That's a big opportunity, Nick, for the Vikings to tie that game, and then Katie Burchell gets the ball and says, we don't want you guys sniffing around anymore. No shot by Valley City, and the first quarter is going to end with Valley City leading 14-10. We're going to step away, and when we come back in a minute, we'll be ready for second quarter action.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Valley City leads after quarter one, 14-10. Valley City has 7 points from Dakota Potrats, 5 from Burchell, and 2 from Fries. The Vikings have 8 from Trenbeth and 2 from Sierra Nipstead. It's 14-10 as Nipstead kicks to Odegaard. 3-point basket, just a little short. Ivy Trenbeth going to come up with the rebound. She tries to pass along the baseline. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. They say it went off of Kinsley Glant, and the Vikings are going to get another crack at a shot.
Ivy Trenbeth is really good. She's one of the most offensive rebounds on the team, and she sets up her teammates really well with trying to get some second chance buckets. And they get one right there.
Liza Trenbeth, yes, because of that offensive board by Ivy, it earns her sister a couple more points. And here's a turnover number 6 by Valley City. Nice pass by Liza and open Sierra Nipstead. A high arcing three, no good, but Liza gets the rebound.
That one was blocked too. That was tipped.
Nice block there by Mariah Fries. Mariah Fries, a sophomore guard, gets her hand on the ball. So the basket's no good, but it goes out of bounds, and the Vikings get possession here. They trail by 2. Vikings looking to tie or take the lead. Sierra Nipstead with a runner, swishes that one home. She's got a beautiful touch, Nipstead does, the sophomore, averaging 28 points a game. Long and
That's
athletic.
out of bounds.
Another turnover by Valley City. That's 7. Here comes Katie Burchell into the game. Katie Burchell, once again, wears number 12. She's a junior. She broke 1,000 points when they played Lisbon. She was the MVP of the 2025 state basketball tournament. Has plans of playing collegiate basketball, averages 19 points and 9 rebounds a game. She's got quite the resume, Nicholas. Here's Nipstead working against Fries. They go inside. McQuillan misses rebound. Glant and the Highliners. Here's Fries with a long 3. Swishes that one home. Maddie Fries has 5. It's 14-17. Valley City leads. Inside, the Vikings try to go to Odegaard. Good drive there, as I like how Odegaard is working against Sky Nielsen.
I don't think that's going to go on Sky Nielsen, though, Josh.
It's going to go against Kinsley Glant, her second, team's first.
Yeah, Glant got a little bit too much of the arm. She tried to go in and swipe that ball out of Odegaard's hand as she's rotating into the middle of the paint. Got on.
Here's a nice bucket here by Liza Trenbeth. She has 12, and the Vikings are working their press. Fries brings it across the timeline, then kicks on over to Mariah Fries, and Mariah Fries a little strong, but chases down a rebound, and they knock the ball onto the floor. Mariah Fries has it. She tried to distribute it. She couldn't, but the ball's going to stay with the Highliners. Katie Koka, Dakota Potrats, and Kinley Suffolcool into the game.
That's what we were talking about just early in that first quarter, Josh. She shot that ball.
Yep.
And then Ivy Trenbeth turned around to go see where the ball was going, but never found Fries, and Fries came in and got the ball for her team.
The Highliners missed that bucket, but after 3 attempts, Katie Burchell puts that in. Katie Burchell didn't have all 3 attempts, but that's what the Vikings need to continue to work on, is not giving those extra chances. Valley City got 3 of them. The third time was the charm. It's 19-16. Close game here in Kindred as Liza tried to go to Sierra. They're going to say it went off of Dakota Potrats of the Highliners, and the Vikings get to retain possession. 19 on the shot clock here. Nipstead to inbound. Katie Koka guarding her. Liza Trenbeth now gives to McQuillan. They go inside, but too strong for Sierra, and it's a turnover. Sierra almost works
Kindred's
that ball
Josh.
back. So it's going to be a turnover against the Vikings. I believe that's their 5th, and I believe Valley City has 7. Here's Potrats trying to work around Ivy. Sierra comes in and almost knocks that one away. They get it to Burchell down low, and Burchell makes that bunny no problemo. She has 9. 9 for Burchell. Here's Liza. Vikings trail by 5. To Odegaard and then to McQuillan. Back to Odegaard, working against Nielsen. Gives to Sierra in the corner. Sierra looking for room. Gives to Liza. Quick 3. No good. Can McQuillan save it? She stepped on the line. No. Ball's going to go to Valley City. Valley City up 21-16. Inbound to Burchell. It's a 2-on-1. Burchell has Coca, but she takes and makes on her own.
That's happened twice now out of that set for the Vikings. They set up a full court press, but they just chuck it to Burchell and make basically a jump ball in the middle of the court. She gets it and immediately goes to the rack.
Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. Check out Kindred State Bank at kindredstatebank.com.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred on a very cold Thursday. It feels like 31 degrees. Nick, the gym isn't as packed as maybe we were expecting. Has the cold left some people at home, you think?
They might. Maybe they just are so used to our voices that they wanted to watch on your live event. But as we were saying off here, the atmosphere feels a little bit off tonight in this gym. We're used to really loud crowds, opposing teams coming in flocks, home crowd being very great for the Vikings. And it doesn't seem like that tonight.
No, it doesn't. Missed by McQuillan. Nielsen gets the rebound. I still stand by. I was really and am still very excited for this game to continue to play out. I just expected it to be, especially with the pep band and the choir, I thought we'd have a little bit more of a rompous atmosphere.
I agree.
It's kind of tame. Foul here going to go, I think they said Potratz.
Yep, they did. Her third.
Yeah, that's not good for Highliner fans. Dakota Potratz averages 10 points a game. She's leading scorer. Nope, she's not. 7, 9, 11 for Burchell, but 7 for Potratz. In any case, whether she's leading scoring or not, you don't want her in foul trouble. Sierra Nipstead for 3.
That is set up by Odegaard. She pump faked her own 3, got Sky Nielsen off balance, took it to the rack, had 2 people fall on her, and then back out to Nipstead, who got lost.
23-19, and just like that, it's Katie Burchell who responds. Katie Burchell is very, very good at basketball, 19 points per game. But boy, this Valley City team is dangerous because there's so many scorers. Burchell has 13 right now. Going to be a foul here. Called against Kate Odegaard, her first. Odegaard has 1, Liza Trenbeth has 1, Collins McQuillan has 2 as Kaya Starcevic checks in. 3 for Dakota Potratz, 2 for Kinsley Glant, and 1 for Sky Nielsen and Katie Burchell. Here's Nielsen, who gives on over to Kinley Suffolcool. Off the front of the rim. Sierra's off to the races. Sierra makes these baskets look very easy, and she does
one,
including now an opportunity for the old-fashioned 3. She just hit the new-fashioned 3. Can she do it now the old-fashioned style, as Sky Nielsen is called for her second foul, and Sierra Nipstead makes good of that. 25-22, Vikings are within 3. There's Suffolcool. The Highliners turn it over, and Nipstead going to stop, pop, and come up just a little short. No worries, though, as Liza gets the rebound, and it's going to be a foul by Maddie Freeze.
That's the 4th of the quarter. 3:17 left to play. Vikings are shooting from here on out.
Well, the Vikings have a big opportunity to win this game. I mean, they're in a fight right now. That if McQuillan hits this, it's all tied up, and it is, folks. Collins McQuillan hits the 3. It's her first bucket of the night, and it's knotted up, quarter apiece, 25-25.
That set's worked multiple times for the Vikings this year. We talked about Kaya Starcevic. It happened for her earlier. I think they get so enamored with where Trenbeth is and where Nipstead's going to go that they forget where to go.
Freeze tried to answer. Nielsen missed the easy layup. No worries when you got a girl like Burchell down low. Katie Burchell gets the rebound and the putback. They stop play briefly for the net needing to be fixed on the opposite end of the court, 27-25. Here's Starcevic, who gives to McQuillan, and then McQuillan to Liza Trenbeth. Good defense there by Maddie Fries. Coca then steps in to defend Liza, and the shot's up, no good. Sky Nielsen and the Highliners have the rebound. Here's Maddie Fries, senior guard, who averages 11.4 a game, gives over to Sky Nielsen, who averages 12 points a game. Now it's Maddie Fries off the mark, off Kindred.
Yep, off Trenbeth. I could see that one up here.
Katie Burchell was down low, boxing out Liza Trenbeth. And a close game here in Kindred, 27-25. Sky Nielsen in the paint, works against McQuillan.
Wow, what a finish by Nielsen.
She got McQuillan. McQuillan stayed upright, but McQuillan was shuffling her feet. So McQuillan's going to be called for her third. Ivy Trenbeth and Kate Odegaard going to come in. Kinsley Glant also comes in. And stepping to the line is going to be Sky Nielsen. Nielsen has her first 2 points. Can she get her third here and give her team a 5-point edge? She hits every side of the rim, and it goes in. 30-25. 3 for Nielsen. 15 for Katie Burchell. 7 for Dakota Potratz. 5 for Maddie Fries. Liza Trenbeth. Hands off to Sierra. Right on her is Maddie Fries. Now it's Liza, who has Katie Coca to deal with. And Liza takes into the paint. Tries to kiss it off the glass. She can't. Sky Nielsen is there for the rebound. Glant now gets it across the timeline. Picks up her dribble and gives to Coca, who goes immediately inside to Burchell. And Burchell.
Good defense by Odegaard.
I was just going to say, had to work against Odegaard. Odegaard did a nice job of holding her ground there. Let's see if the Vikings can cut into this 5-point deficit. Odegaard wide open three, just a little short. And it's Glant who picks up the rebound.
Yeah, Odegaard knew that one off the hand, too. She immediately started crashing for the board.
70 seconds left at the half. Coca goes inside to Burchell. It's almost automatic, Nick. How nice is it to be able to just throw that ball inside and know that Katie Burchell's there to work her magic. Nipstead has it knocked away, and they're going to say it went off the Vikings. It's going to be Valley City's ball as Emma Mathis and Kaya Starcevic check in.
Valley City goes and gets a bucket here on this possession, Josh, and they stop the Vikings. That is a whole bunch of momentum going into the locker room.
It was 25-25, and Valley City now on a 7-0 run to make it 32-25. Coca for three, no good, but Sky Nielsen gets the rebound, gives to Glant. Glant works into the paint, puts up a left-handed attempt, no good, and it's Emma Mathis who gets the ball into the hands of Sierra Nipstead.
Now vice versa here, too. If the Vikings can get a last possession shot here,
but
make this a little bit closer.
2 or 3 second differential, game clock, play clock. Liza does a good job of backing into the paint and gets a kiss off the glass. 14 for Liza, 10 for Sierra, and 3 for McQuillan. Shot clock's off. Student body trying to get Valley City to shoot a reckless shot. Glant puts it up. The crowd did it again, Nick.
I don't know about
you don't think
that
so?
one.
That looked like a pretty reckless three. Can Liza hit? Almost. Well, we can argue about that off the air, but I thought with the way she put that up, because whoever passed it over to Glant, I thought was under complete control, but it certainly looked to me like Kinsley Glant put up a weird shot.
There's like 2 seconds that had gone by after they said one.
So we're going to argue about it on the air? Vikings trail 32-27. Valley City leads after 2 quarters of play. We're going to step away, and when we come back, we'll look at individual scores. See you back in about 2 minutes.
The Ringneck is a perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. The Ringneck has a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2465. That's 645-2465. And stop by every other Friday this winter for meat raffles. For more info and daily specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the broadcast booth. Josh Omaris alongside Nick Eggman, and we're in the First Class Mortgage halftime show, locally owned and operated. First Class Mortgage is more than just a company name. It's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, the dedicated team at First Class Mortgage takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. Nick, what were your thoughts on that first half?
A little sloppy. That first quarter was especially sloppy by a little bit of both teams. Not necessarily turnover sloppy, but those shot selections, jump balls, not getting rebounds. And there's only a 12-12 ball game after the first quarter, and then it got a little bit better here in the second. Vikings went on a run to start the second. The Highliners went on a run to end the second. And it's still only a 5-point game. If you're the Vikings, I think you're happy with how close you are, especially with how they played on Tuesday night against the Squirrels. And if you're the Highliners, you got to clear some things up. And you're saying, I think coach in there is saying, hey, we are getting open shots. They'll eventually fall. And if that happens for the Highliners, the Vikings might be hurting here.
Well, I'm going to go on to the Vikings side of things. I think you have to, if you're the Vikings right now, you smell blood in the water,
right?
And you got to attack and understand that this is a game that they can absolutely win.
Correct.
Here on their home court. Certainly, one thing to clean up is stopping Valley City's second chance opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
But on the Valley City side of things, I think Coach Howard might be saying, "Hey, we're not playing our best basketball right now." And we're up 5.
Correct.
So same kind of thing. Like, we smell blood in the water. Let's go out and take control of this game. Kind of an interesting one, really. I mean, we thought a rompous atmosphere and high energy, and it's a little bit different than that. But all the same, it's a 32-27 great ball game. Let's take a look at individual scores. Do you have another thought there, Nicholas?
Nope, you're good.
Well, there is one. We did get our first text in. We won't say who it's from, but I appreciate this text because they said the student body forced that early shot.
Yeah.
So that's 2 for me and 1 for you if we're counting our own votes. That's fair, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Student body, that's like their 4th assist now on doing a countdown. And they're probably not wanting us to talk about this because the teams that are scouting are going to come in and they're going to say,
don't listen to anyone.
Kindred will have a student body that will count down. Don't listen. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at the individual scores first for Valley City. They lead 32-27. 17 points by Katie Burchell. She averages 19. She has 17 right now. Phenomenal first half from her. Dakota Potrats had 7 in the first quarter and didn't score in the second quarter. She remains at 7. Maddie Fries has 5, and Sky Nielsen has 3. Those are the 32 Highliner points. For the Vikings, it's 14 for Liza Trenbeth, 10 for Sierra Nipstead, and 3 for Collins McQuillan, and those are the 27 Kindred Viking points. Want to once again thank you for tuning in to your live event and into the First Class Mortgage Halftime Show. Locally owned and operated, First Class Mortgage is more than just their company name. It's the way they do business. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. Go online to firstclasscorp.com. Nick, let's take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have our final segment of the halftime show.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
When we bought our first home in Fargo, we had no idea where to start. A friend told us to call First Class Mortgage, and I'm so glad we did. They explained every step, answered all of our questions, and made us feel completely at ease. We closed on time and even got a better rate than expected. If you're buying or refinancing, trust me, call First Class Mortgage. They really do live up to their name.
First Class Mortgage is locally owned. Visit firstclasscorp.com for more info.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred on a cold Thursday, January 22nd. We get viewers usually down in the Arizona, Florida, Texas area, Nick. I hear some whining that Nashville's getting this big storm and these people are getting snow, and we're like, you know what, it feels like 31 degrees below zero, so tough it up down there in the south.
I wholeheartedly agree.
All right, good. I'm glad we're on the same page with that. Welcome into the halftime show, First Class Mortgage Halftime Show, our final segment here. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. Go online to firstclasscorp.com. Nick, what do you expect here in the second half?
A tightly contested game again. I think the Vikings have come and they haven't played the cleanest game that they've played or that we've seen them play this year, but they're in this one against a really good Highliners team. And if you're the Highliners, you want to bury the Vikings coming out of this second half, and both teams are looking to win this. Really, I think two of the top teams on the east side, in my opinion, and on any given night.
It's the number 3 team in the state, the Valley City Highliners, in Kindred to take on the hometown, the Kindred Vikings. Vikings are 10-3, Valley City's 10-2. Come back in 30 seconds, and we'll be ready for second half basketball action.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Hey fans, we hope you're sitting on a nice warm couch, drinking some warm beverages. Hi to Evan Moe, our longtime listener, and any other fans tuned in. Josh Omeris alongside Nick Eggman here in Kindred on your live event. Sierra Nipstead has the ball. Vikings trail by 5. Katie Koka guards Sierra. And now it's Liza Trenbeth who works against Dakota Potrats and her 3 fouls. Liza smartly takes after Dakota. and then puts that one in. And that's another thing we never mentioned, Nick. The Vikings have to go after Potratz, right?
Right, she has 3 fouls. If you can go after her, get her 4th early in this third, that is very big for a Vikings fan.
Potratz misses the left-handed runner, and it's Burchell on the spot to get the rebound and put back. She has 19. Here's Liza, who goes inside. Good defense by Nielsen, but Liza's able to shift around her, and she has 18.
Trenbeth with a little jump out of halftime. She came out here fresh and straight to the rack twice.
4 quick points in less than 40 seconds for Liza Trenbeth. It's a 3-point game. Vikings looking to get a stop. Long 3, no good, but Koka gets the rebound and gives back to Maddie Freeze. Maddie Freeze now gives over to Potratz. Potratz is blocked by Liza and Sierra, and now it's Nielsen for a long 3. In and out, and Odegaard had to fight hard for that rebound. She gets it and gives to Liza Trenbeth. Liza stops at the wing, pops, can't get the roll. Ivy Trenbeth, you talked about it earlier, Nick.
Yep.
She's working hard on those boards. And Ivy works hard enough that the ball goes out of bounds and her team retains possession. She gets the inbound now. Ivy has the ball. Maddie Freeze tries to block
Odegaard.
her. Nice pass by Ivy to Odegaard. Ivy to Kate, and Kate has her first bucket of the night. It's a 1-point game. The Vikings had this sucker tied at 25-25, and then Valley City went on a run. Odegaard, I think, is going to be called for a foul there, as it was Maddie Freeze on the take there. Nope, they called that on Maddie Peterson. So Maddie Peterson called for her first foul. And Maddie Freeze makes her first free throw. Maddie Freeze, a 76% free throw shooter, also leads her team with 26 three-pointers, averages 11.4 a game. She's a senior and makes both there. Plans to play basketball at VCSU next year. Freeze, also one of the volleyball players for the Highliners. Here's Liza. Liza takes. No good there. And Valley City has the rebound, but it's on the floor, and now it's going to be a foul called against
Trenbeth.
Yeah, Liza. Her second. Liza has 18 points and 2 fouls. Here's Maddie Freeze. Works through Nipstead and Trenbeth. Gives to Potratz. Potratz back to Freeze.
Nice ball movement. End and one on top of it, Josh.
Yeah, they gave to Koka, and Koka immediately gave to Burchell. Burchell catches high and releases immediately. She makes that. She's at 21 as Collins McQuillan's going to check in. That foul went to Ivy Trenbeth, right? They never put it on the board.
I didn't see Josh. I'm not positive.
I think it was Ivy. I'm going to put it down as Ivy. It didn't officially go down on. I'm going to say yes. Maybe they did put it on the board, and it was only up there for a moment.
That's a turnover.
Errant pass there by Sierra. She wanted the zig, and she got the zag, and it went out of bounds, and now it's going to be Valley City with the ball up 6. It's like the Vikings work hard to tie it or get close, and then Valley City flexes their muscle. And a big part of that muscle is junior forward, 6-foot-inch Katie Burchell, who has 21 points.
Right, it's like you go zigzag, it's like zip to zap. Highliners are getting back on top. You get that reference, Josh?
There's a town in North Dakota named Zap. Does that have something to do with this?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
A zip to Zap? Isn't that what they say? There's got to be a shirt like that. Let's zip to Zap.
Pretty sure that's the towns you go to.
Make it happen and tappin'. Burchell kicks over to Nielsen. Can she make it happen? She does.
She can.
In Kindred, not in Tappan. It's Sky Nielsen for 3. She's got 6, and it's 42-33. A Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout. Thanks to the folks at Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. From banking to insurance, let the crew at Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your requests.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Welcome back into the booth in Kindred High School Gymnasium. Josh Amaris alongside Nick Eggman as Nipstead gives to her classmate Ivy Trenbeth. Ivy dribbles to her left and gives to her older sister Liza. Liza takes, works against Potratz, and Potratz going to
number
go for
4.
So this is exactly what we said that the Vikings need to do. They need to take and go against Potratz. Potratz now going to be playing with 4 fouls. And Coach Jimmy Howard has some decision making to do. Seems like he's already made his decision.
I think it's a pretty simple decision for Coach Jimmy Howard.
Kinley Suffolk going to come in. Liza Trenbeth makes the front end of her free throws, and she has 19. Can she make it a 20? 34-42. Liza Trenbeth smokes that one. She has 20. 20 for her, 10 for Nipstead. Turnover by Ivy Trenbeth, and Nipstead does not miss that. Great job by Ivy Trenbeth. She's had some big rebounds and a huge turnover. Good pass to Nipstead, and Nipstead makes that. 37-42, good timeout from the Vikings.
That's going to be an and one. Yep.
Collins McQuillan, she's now sitting with 4 fouls.
That is easy money for Birchill down low.
And we've talked about that before. It's almost to a point where if you're going to foul someone, you got to foul hard so that they don't get that bucket. That
Correct.
was too easy for Birchill. 24 for Birchill, now 25. She's a phenomenal player. So Collins McQuillan, she has 4 fouls right now. She stays on the floor. And now that ball a little bit lazy by the Vikings, and it's ripped up by Maddie Freeze. So as we've said, the Vikings get close, and then Valley City says,
that's a travel. Yep, didn't keep her pivot foot, going a little too hot down towards the paint. Tried to kick it out late.
Collins McQuillan checks out with her 4 fouls, and Maddie Peterson in. That's the 8th turnover unofficially by Valley City. Sierra Liza plays some catch, and now it's Sierra who has the ball. 8-point Valley City lead. Maddie works against Birchill, tries to go into
hands
Ivy.
down low by Suffolk. We don't have the arrow on the scoreboard. Oh, down low we do. Highliner's ball.
Kaya Starcevic grabbed the loose ball, but possession arrow went to Valley, so it's going to be 7 turnovers now for the Vikings and 8 for Valley City.
Suffolk is putting on a couple good minutes here for Potratz being out.
Coca with the 3, no good. Rebound, stuffed by Kaya Starcevic, and she created the jump ball down on the other end and now creates one here as she blocks Kinley Suffolk's shot, and the Vikings get the ball.
Yeah, Starcevic's a fun player to watch, Josh. She comes out here. She doesn't play a whole bunch of minutes, but when she does, she plays hard, and she is a physical asset to this Vikings team.
Happy, chipper, works very hard, no doubt about it, Nick. I agree with you. As it's going to be another jump ball. That's a 3rd straight jump ball. Is that considered a turnover, Nick?
At that juncture, I think it is.
Was she shooting and then the ball got blocked?
I don't think she was shooting. I think she was trying to pull the ball through.
Is that was a turnover, and Liza made a basket afterwards. So I'm going to say I'll give each team a turnover there. And it's 39-45. Going to be a foul here called against Birchill.
Nope, not on Birchill, against Birchill.
Yeah, against Burchell.
Oh,
is that
yeah,
what
I just said the exact same thing
did.
you
Nice.
said.
Hey,
I'll
mark this
own up
down.
to
What
it.
time is it? About 8:21 on January 22nd, 2026, and Nick Eggman has admitted that he is wrong. How about that, folks?
Not the first time I've admitted I'm wrong.
Okay.
Very rarely does it happen. I agree.
We better stop our bickering and get back to basketball. That foul is going to be called against Maddie Peterson, her second.
I didn't even notice that was the fifth.
Yeah, team's fifth. And Sierra Nipstead off the floor. She must have some bleeding or something going on as she's getting tended to. And Burchell continues to stay hot. She has 26. Katie Burchell, a junior, averaging 19 points and 9 boards a game. She's a 76% free throw shooter, just like Maddie Freeze. And she makes both there. She is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 7, I believe, from the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's no pun intended, Nick. I know how much you get bothered by that.
To be honest, I wasn't even listening to you.
That's a normal night in the booth. Here's Liza with the rebound and putback. Nice job by Liza. 24 for her. Liza Trenbeth having a great night. She just scored 1,000 points against Rugby. She's going to be called for a foul there. Burchell's going to get 2 more shots here as Liza's called for the foul. Make a quick comment here, Nick. It was too bad we didn't get to see Liza hit her 1,000th point here at home, but congratulations to her. Sierra hit earlier. Brooks Bacco hit earlier. The Vikings have had a lot of phenomenal accolades this year. Brooks Bacco also named the Gatorade Player of the Year as a junior in football, as Burchell makes there. Miles Steele just had his 305th career takedown as a junior in wrestling. Tanner Mengi had 100 wins and 50 pins in December as a sophomore. Carson Getty, Burchell with a rare miss there.
It's going to stay with them, though.
Getty was named the superior actor at the regional one-act for the 3rd straight year and at state for the 2nd year as the one-act Kindred team three-peated as state champs. Nick, it's almost like there's a Christopher Columbus High School here in Kindred.
I don't know to that extent.
No, definitely not. There's no Fernando Mendoza and Mario Cristobal. That was pretty amazing, though. That college football game, there was 7 people associated with Christopher Columbus High School in the college football championship. That's amazing, don't you think?
That is amazing, and what's amazing is Liza doing the spin around and getting the bucket to go.
No doubt about that. She has 26, and it's a 5-point game. Valley City 48, Vikings 43. Great defense by Odegaard. She rips it away, and now she gives to Sierra. Right in her back pocket was Maria Freeze, and it's a take and a make. Sierra Nipstead, she has 14. She's going to go to the free throw line. The ebb and flow of this game, Nick, has been pretty fascinating. The Vikings get close, and then Valley City goes away, and then and then Kindred comes close, and Valley City goes away. Here comes Kindred again.
What?
Lady Momentum, a game of runs. That foul, by the way, went against Mariah Freeze, and it's a 2-point game as Sierra Nipstead has 15. She was looking. Go ahead.
Nipstead gets one of those every single night, if not multiple kicks on the ball.
Well, speaking of that, Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency, maybe we'll stick it here. We'll give them their full love here, but they sponsor the if you bank in a 3, the bank is open. They give $100 to the Dollars for Scholars. We haven't had that yet.
Haven't had it.
Maybe we got to find someone to sponsor a kicked ball. When there's a kicked ball, who's
a dollar?
A
dollar per kick ball? $5
no,
per kick?
$100. We want $100 for a kicked ball. Thanks to Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency for not only sponsoring when the bank is open, but also the timeouts from banking to insurance. Let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your request. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. 48-46, 2-point game here. As the Valley City Highliners have the ball. Up by 2, 2:21 left in the 3rd quarter. Valley City, the number 3 ranked team in the state. South Prairie Max and Thompson 1 and 2. Hazen 4, Carrington 5. Kindred is receiving votes. So is Turtle Mountain and Watford City. Jump ball, we've had a million of them.
Yes,
this one's going to go to Kindred And
now
Kindred,
that would be a good one for Kindred State Bank. That would be a lot of money.
possession arrow. It's got to be something unique in the game. No doubt a banked-in 3 is a phenomenal thing to sponsor.
Your favorite call?
Yeah, it is. I mean,
No.
I also, the flop?
The bicep curls you love to
Bicep
call them?
curl. I mean, I think my favorite call is the Slam-A-Lama-Ding-Dong, usually sponsored by Brooks Baco. Here's the Vikings. Can they tie?
And
Or it's got to count, yes. He hesitated. I didn't know if the official was going to call that. Absolutely.
Oh, I think he blew the whistle right away. He was waiting for that ball to drop in.
I think he was maybe a little surprised that it fell. Kinsley Glant checks into the game, and a foul is going to be called against Kaylee Nielsen, and it's a tie ball game. Nick, Vikings have a chance to take the lead here.
Yes, they do. I think this would be their first lead of the night, Josh.
I believe so as well, and they have it. It's 49-48. Nipstead with 18, so the ebbs and flows have seen now Valley City take off with it. We'll see what they do this time. Kindred has not gone away. Valley City with the ball. Chance to take the lead back. It's Burchell. It's ball's in good hands. When she has it, she misses, gets her own rebound, and it's going to be a foul against Maddie Peterson. Maddie Peterson going to pick up her third.
It's got to be talked about. Potratz has been on the bench for the last 4 minutes in this quarter. Getting the ball up and down the court, I think Sam Brandt just called a full court press because of that, and it's been a little difficult for the Highliners to get it up to the front court.
Burchell shoots 76% from the free throw line, and she misses there, as it looks like. Well, I thought Maddie Freeze was going to check in. Oh, she did check in. Okay, and now it's Sky Nielsen.
She misses both,
Both
Josh.
of those, but they're
Second
checking
chance
in with Maddie
opportunity.
Freeze. And that's a big missed opportunity. Oh, nice block by Liza Trenbeth. Liza Trenbeth with a huge block, and the Vikings have a chance to add to their lead. Sierra Nipstead thought about it, and now she gives to Liza Trenbeth. Liza stops, gives to Sierra. 68 seconds left here. Ball goes out of bounds, going to stay with the Vikings as Sky Nielsen going to come in. Going back to your comment about Dakota Potratz, Dakota Potratz she's only scored 7, and they were all in the first quarter, but she obviously has significant other areas that she affects in this ball game, and the Highliners are no doubt missing her with her 4 fouls. There it is, a bucket by Nipstead. Sierra Nipstead has 20. Coca. Almost a turnover by Valley City. Coca goes down low. Good job down low by Nielsen to maintain possession. She gives to
almost an and one.
Sky Nielsen, and the Nielsen connection almost works. Sky Nielsen doesn't make, but she's fouled.
That's Peterson's fourth too.
Maddie Peterson has 4. Collins McQuillan has 4. Liza Trenbeth has 3. Sky Nielsen, a 65% free throw shooter. She hits there. She had a huge 3 earlier as Emma Mathis checks in. Made it a 9-point game in this quarter in favor of Valley City, and now Valley City looking to get within 1 point. They trail by 1 now. Big swing. Nick, that's crazy, huh? 9 points Valley City led by in this quarter, and now the Vikings lead by 1.
When the Vikings get hot, when their full court pressure works, they force turnovers at a very high rate and a lot of free baskets for them.
Speaking of turnovers, I think that's the 9th by the Vikings as Nielsen rips that away. What a beautiful pass there.
Falling backwards, finds her wide open teammate in Nielsen.
Katie Coca, a very athletic player, only averages 3 points a game, but she makes her name very well known on the court as well. What a doozy of a game here. 52-51, Odegaard can't make that. Ball's on the floor. 2 seconds, 1 second. Can Nielsen get it off? She does, and it's no good. Just a little strong. It looks like it would have counted if it would have fallen. And ladies and gentlemen, this game is exactly what we thought it was going to be, Nick. The Vikings trail 51-52. It's a great one. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you come back. It's 52-51. Valley City leads. We'll be back for fourth quarter action.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hey fans, welcome back. 26 points for Liza Trenbeth, 20 for Sierra Nipstead. But leading everybody on the floor is Katie Burchell. She has 27. It's a 52-51 Valley City lead, and it's Freeze who smokes that
That's a good
three-pointer.
start to the fourth quarter.
If you are a Highliner fan, you love seeing Mariah Freeze nail a three coming into this fourth quarter. Here comes Liza Trenbeth on the answer. She does not make, but it's going to be a foul called against Sky Nielsen. If it is Sky Nielsen, it's going to be her third.
Interesting out of Coach Jimmy Howard here. We've got Potratz in the game to start the fourth.
Potratz has 4, Nielsen has 3, and then 2 for Kinsley Glant as Liza makes. Liza's playing with 3 fouls. Maddie Peterson and Collins McQuillan each have 4. Neither one of them are on the floor for the Vikings. Liza makes both. Liza has 28. Vikings trail by 2. Valley City with the ball. They give to Maddie Freeze. Maddie Freeze goes to the corner to Mariah Freeze, and then they eventually work it inside to Sky Nielsen. Mathis was there, thought she got all ball, foul called. Sky Nielsen going to go to the line as Emma Mathis called for her first foul. Sky Nielsen, sophomore forward, stands 5'11", misses the front end. She shoots 65% from the free throw line, averages 12 points a game. She has 10 tonight, right around her average, ahead of pace, as now she has 11. 56-53, Vikings with the ball. Nipstead directs traffic, then gives over to Emma Mathis. Mathis gives to Liza, Coca right on her. Liza, behind the back dribble, stop, pop for 3. No good, and it's Sky Nielsen with the rebound. Nielsen gives over to Potratz. She's playing with a pink shoe and 4 fouls. Ball goes now into Maddie Freeze's hands and into the corner to Mariah Freeze. Potratz with Ivy right on her, now to Coca. Here's Potratz, 15 on the shot clock.
Great
Coca,
defense by the Vikings.
Absolutely right on cue, partner, and it's Nipstead who gets the turnover, gives to Liza. Turnover number 11. Liza is fouled hard, so no bucket, but she's going to get a chance to shoot free throws. Maddie Freeze called for that foul. It's her third. I had that it was her second, so that's why I hadn't mentioned her name earlier. Put my head down. Did she make that?
She did not.
Okay. Liza misses the front end there. And did you catch who checked in?
Katie Burchell.
Katie Burchell, yep, okay. Wow, a
Misses
rare
there.
double miss by Liza. Liza Trenbeth, an 81% free throw shooter. Misses both in a big moment in this game. Liza Trenbeth almost gets the steal. Katie Coca rescues it. And Freeze gives to Potratz. Potratz goes to Nielsen. And Nielsen going to get fouled. It's almost like a little chaotic down there, Nicholas.
I mean, this 1-3-1 zone the Vikings have put on, this is one of the better ones I've seen so far with the Vikings defensively here in the second half.
Emma Mathis picks up her second foul as Potratz is going to take a left-handed three-pointer.
Got it.
And rip that one through. Dakota Potratz hasn't scored since the first quarter. She's now in double digits. She has 10. 59-53.
Emma
Can
Mathis.
Emma Mathis answer? No, but she follows up, and too strong twice. Ball's all over the court. Ivy Trenbeth gets it to Vikings. She splits the uprights, and it goes to Valley City. Valley City has it in the hands of Burchell. She takes, and she misses. Liza Trenbeth now has the ball. 6-point Highliner lead. Valley City, as we've talked about, Kindred will get close. Valley City creeps away. Now, can the Vikings get close again in the late parts of this one? 5.5 left. Good take by Nipstead, and she gets the touch. Nipstead has 22. 22 for her, 28 for Liza. Here's a deep three by Maddie Freeze.
Nothing.
For three.
But net.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to finish that. 10 for Maddie Freeze.
Ooh, that one looked like it hurt by Nielsen there. Kind of got clipped by Trenbeth. They ran into each other going for that ball there. But Coca knocked it out of bounds. Looks like Nielsen gets up and she's okay.
Collins McQuillan and Kaya Starcevic check in. Keep in mind, Collins McQuillan playing with 4 fouls. 62-55. Vikings trail by 7. Can Liza cut into that? No, just a little strong. Rebound Burchell and the Highliner. She picks up her dribble but gives to Sky Nielsen, the sophomore. And Nielsen almost throws that away. Potratz saves it. Pink shoed Potratz gives to Nielsen, and then it goes
Another look, same spot.
Can Freeze hit twice? No. Nipstead and Trenbeth have a 2-on-1 coming the other way as Coca hustles back. She can't get there in time. Liza makes that. Liza now has 30. 5-point game. Highliners lead. Liza almost steals
Another
that.
one.
Sierra says, I'll take that, and she puts it in. Sierra Nipstead has 24. Going to be a timeout by Coach Howard. A full timeout, it looks like, thanks to Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency will handle all your requests. Go to kindredstatebank.com for more information.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. The Ringneck is a perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. The Ringneck has a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2465. That's 645-2465. And stop by every other Friday this winter for meat raffles. For more info and daily specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook.
Hey fans, welcome back. Leading the court, Liza Trenbeth has 30, 27 for Katie Burchell, and 24 for Sierra Nipstead. Coca hasn't hit from 3. She misses there, but Sky Nielsen with a big rebound. Potratz works against Nipstead and then decides to pull it back. She sees Ivy right on her, and now it's Freeze. Freeze works to the death corner, and Sierra Nipstead gets the turnover. Potratz lucky not to pick up her 5th, and Nipstead makes that. Boy, that was a reach in by Potratz and a last-second pullback. She would have been done if she would have stayed with that. Burchell, she's not done. She continues to make. She has now 29.
Really
30 for her.
I'm really impressed with Ivy Trenbeth tonight, Josh. Her defensive presence, her offensive board presence, she's doing everything for this Vikings team.
I agree with you there. Can Nipstead hit this? No, she can't. 61-64. That would have tied it, as I think that's going to be a foul against Starcevic. Nope, Ivy Trenbeth. So Ivy Trenbeth picks up her second. Well, that's what we've been saying, Nick. The Vikings need to continue to get their play out of Liza and Sierra. That seems like a no-brainer. They're going to always get that. Two very good basketball players, but the more they can continue to see improvement from the likes of Ivy Trenbeth, the better this team is going to be.
Right, Ivy's only put in, she hasn't put in any points tonight, but I think just being that role player, doing the nitty-gritty things for her team is really helping.
Sky Nielsen makes there. She has 13.
Just like that, back up to a 5-point lead.
Vikings need to cut into this as we move into under 3.
That was blocked.
Nice block there by Maddie Freeze. And she gets down the court. She then kicks to Coca. Nice extra pass. Potratz, no good, but rebound Burchell. Man, Burchell is good.
Yes, she is. Another and one. Not quite.
You listen to these interviews of like a Dennis Rodman and a guy who just sits and studies the ball, how it spins, what part of the rim it's going to hit, rebound after rebound after rebound. And Burchell just has a knack for being in the right spot at the right time.
Those natural instincts, Josh, putting herself in the best possible scenario that she can to hopefully go get an extra possession for her team.
And it's not an accident, right? I mean, that's the story here. You're not in the right position that many times on accident. Those instinctual plays are phenomenal, and Katie Burchell continues to have a big night. She now
friendly
has
kiss from the rim.
32 for Burchell, and it's climbed to a 7-point Valley City lead. Here's Liza. Kiss off the glass is good, and Liza Trenbeth continues to have a great night. She has 32. Nielsen almost threw that by Coca, but Coca uses her volleyball hops and her pole vaulting ability to save it, and eventually, why not give it to Burchell, who has 34?
Yeah, throw it down inside.
Here's Liza. Liza trying to work around Coca to be greeted by Potratz, and it's become Liza versus Burchell. Maddie Freeze with the ball, gives to Coca. Why not go to Burchell?
Yep.
And Burchell on repeat. Timeout, Coach Brandt, Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Timeout. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your request. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. It is a full. We'll see you in 60.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Hey fans, welcome back in. Trying to get all my scores tallied up. There's been a lot of scoring. Burchell leads the way with 35. 34 for Liza Trenbeth, 26 for Sierra Nipstead. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this one. The Highliners lead by 7 as Nipstead kicks to Odegaard. Big 3, no good. Rebound, Ivy Trenbeth. Here's Sierra Nipstead. That's short. Rebound going to go to Maddie Freeze, and Maddie Freeze, can she take it the distance? Oh! The collective groan as Nipstead very rarely shows any emotion, and she really didn't show anything other than a smile.
Yeah.
That I blocked that clean, and it did look clean.
Maybe a little too much of the hip, a little too much body, but it looked like she got all ball on the block.
It looked like a great block. But they didn't ask us what we thought, and they certainly didn't care what the student body had to say about it. The basketball gods shining down on this one? I don't know, Nick. Sierra Nipstead picks up her first foul, and Maddie Freeze misses the first but makes the second. She has 11. Highliners get a break, and they get a point out of the deal. The Vikings now trail by 8. They need to work fast. They get a quick bucket by Liza. She's had a phenomenal night, 36. Vikings now need a turnover or a stop. I don't know if they'll foul yet. Potratz with a quick shot, no good. Oh, the Vikings had an opportunity. They get it. They get the rebound. Vikings get the exact thing they needed, which is a stop, as Liza kicks to Sierra. Can she hit the three? Just a little off the mark, but she's going to hustle after her own rebound. She thought about it. Koch is there. Mathis, can she hit? No, short. Rebound, Burchell. Going to be a foul against Ivy.
And that'll be walked down to the free throw line.
Well, if you're a Highliner fan, I don't know what you think about Potratz stopping and popping there. I think you want her to take a little more time off the clock.
Maybe a little bit of an offensive set. Take some time off. Try and get a high percentage shot. But, I mean, that was a high percentage shot from Potratz.
You make that, and we're not talking about it, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And it's certainly Valley City is in a very good spot right now as they are up 7. Burchell now scores her 37th point. I have her 36 points, but now we'll get back to that. It's 74-67. I believe Burchell's at 37. That's what the board says. I had her at 36. Mathis going to try again, but this time a long 2. And the shot is long, and the Highliners have it. And I think this one is nearing an end, Nicholas. We'll see what Maddie Freeze does at the foul line. Foul
I didn't know if the Vikings are going to let Freeze dribble that out and maybe call her quits. But we'll have Freeze shoot 2 here, and we'll see the Vikings push fast.
Well, Freeze, we'll see what she does from the free throw line. She makes there. She's a 76% free throw shooter. The senior averages 11.4 a game, and she's at 12. If she makes and the Vikings miss, then I assume they're going to let the Highliners dribble it out. 13, lucky 13 for Maddie Freeze. She's had a nice night. The Vikings going to push a shot here. Nipstead, contact by Nielsen, gives to Odegaard. Taking a little too much time. Going to be a foul. Not what you want if you're a Valley City fan. As Odegaard's going to go to the line. She's a 50% free throw shooter. Averages 6 points a game. She's a sophomore. Has 2 tonight. 2 points. As that foul is called against Sky Nielsen, her 4th. Misses the front end. Kate does. 76-67, and Kate makes the second. And I would assume Valley City is going to dribble it out and get out of here with a 76-68 victory. The Valley City Highliners come into Kindred. They're going to improve to a record of 11-2 as they are victorious here, 76-68. 76 for Valley City and 68 for the Kindred Vikings. We're going to step away, and when we come back, we're hoping to get a couple of interviews, and we will look at individual tallies as well. Don't go anywhere. Come on back for the post-game show. We'll see you in a little while.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
When we bought our first home in Fargo, we had no idea where to start. A friend told us to call First Class Mortgage, and I'm so glad we did. They explained every step, answered all of our questions, and made us feel completely at ease. We closed on time and even got a better rate than expected. If you're buying or refinancing, trust me, call First Class Mortgage. They really do live up to their name.
First Class Mortgage is locally owned. Visit firstclasscorp.com for more info.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into your live event. We're still hoping to grab a couple of interviews, or at least one, and that interview should be coming here shortly. But before we do, we want to quick run through the totals here. In fact, before we do that, I think we got the team coming out. Yep. Valley City Highliners are on the floor. We're ready for an interview. We're going to step away, and in a minute, we're going to have an interview with a Valley City Highliner. Come on back.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes Tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Kindred. I'm joined by Katie Burchell. Katie, you guys had a great game tonight. You came into Kindred and picked up a win. How much fun was it being in Kindred getting a win?
It's so fun. You know, we haven't got a win here before, so it was really good to put it down and just get it over with.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. You were on fire tonight, 37 points, and your teammates did such a good job of getting the ball down to you in the paint, and you made it worth it almost every single time. What was working so good for you tonight? Why were you feeling so good? Why was everything falling?
I think those passes, you know, those quick swing arounds to the corner and then trying to get one-on-one in the post and just, like, knowing that it's there is really helpful, and knowing that you have that one-on-one and you can just take it to the hoop.
So we talked quite a bit. We think very highly of Valley City Highlanders. You guys are the defending state champs. You came off a phenomenal volleyball season. You had to turn things around real early at the beginning of the year, and you're just coming off of a gauntlet of a schedule, 4 games in 5 days. Talk a little bit about how those pieces of adversity, those challenges, are galvanizing your group and helping you be at your best come the end of the year.
It shows that we can power through after a long week of, when regionals come up, could be up to 3 games, state could be, and it shows your grit and like passion and just like keep on driving even when you're tired.
What's one of the things that you're most proud of with the Highlander basketball team up to this point this year?
I think our intensity is really climbing. We were dull for a little bit, but now we brought it back up, and that's been our goal, to have intensity in our great defense.
It was fun to watch you, Katie. You put on a great show. Congratulations to you and the girls, and thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Yep. Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. We're on our final segment of the post-game show here in Kindred, up in the booth on your live event. Josh Maris alongside Nick Eggman. Nick, let's run through quick the individual scores, and then we'll collect your thoughts. We'll start first with the Kindred Vikings. The Kindred Vikings fall to 10-4. They were led tonight by Liza Trenbeth. Liza had an outstanding game. She scored 36 points. Sierra Nipstead had 26, 3 points each for Kate Odegaard and Collins McQuillan. And by my math, that gets the girls to 68 points. 76 points was what was scored by the Valley City Highliners. Katie Burchell led the way. She had a phenomenal game. 37 points for Burchell. 13 for Maddie Fries, 13 for Sky Nielsen, 10 for Dakota Potratz. That's 4 girls in double digits. And then rounding things out was 3 points by Mariah Fries. I think and hope I got everybody there. Katie Burchell takes up a lot of the room here in this one, Nicholas. What do you think? What were your thoughts on the game?
It was a really fun second half, Josh. The Vikings played really tough ball. They played very good defense at stretches to get them back into the game that helped vault their offense. But like we said before the game, the Highliners are one of the best team in the state, if not the best, coming into this game. And, I mean, they showed their will at the end of the game, and I loved how Burchell said their intensity. They did not stop. They kept the gas on the pedal and kept going. And so we gave we haven't given it yet, but it's pretty sure the Enbridge player of the game is going to go to Burchell.
We can give it right now. The Enbridge player of the game, Life Takes Energy, Enbridge, Energy for Life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. Go ahead, expand on your thought there with the Enbridge player of the game.
But finishing my thought with that is, I think Dakota Potratz had a chance with it. She had 4 fouls in the third. She didn't get to play the last, I think it was 5:30 in the third quarter. She came out and she played the whole fourth quarter, Josh. And you can tell the difference when she's on the court and when she's not with this Highliners team. And that's Burchell scores all those points, but you can tell Potratz is that big leader on the floor.
Yeah, I'm going to expand on that. I think Kindred, you and I, Coach, we're not big on moral victories, but you certainly are excited by improvement. And I think the Vikings saw a little bit of that tonight. I mean, they lost by, 18, I think, in Valley. And really got really close several times, tied the game, took a lead in the third quarter, and played, overall, I think, an improved game, especially considering.
48 hours ago, they were walking home with a much worse, I would think, a much worse thought in their head than what they just had right now.
Yeah, that's a great point. So they're coming off of a tough loss at Central Cass, 70-56. and rebounded pretty good. And I'm going to flip now to what I had said earlier about what I think about Valley City being one of the more dangerous, if not the most dangerous team in the state. I don't think Valley City played their best game here tonight.
Oh, no. For a fact, I don't think they played their best
and
game.
They grinded this one out.
Oh, yeah.
And that also, I think it also makes them more dangerous.
Correct.
As they just have that pedigree to win. Like, we might not always win. They played arguably one of the best games of their year, Valley City did, against Wahpeton on Tuesday, winning 70-43, playing great, and then here they grind one out and just find a way to win, and that I think is scary.
Hey, winning ugly works, man. Winning pretty is fun. You get to see everything go really well, but I mean, when you can win ugly, that shows what type of team you can be.
Certainly we wish the best of the Kindred Vikings, who fall to 10-4, and want to wish Valley City the best of luck as they continue the end of their regular season and then into the postseason. And literally and figuratively, Nick, the region championship runs right through Valley City. Valley City, the back-to-back champs, and Valley City the defending state champs. And Valley City also the host of the region tournament on February 23rd, 24th, and
actually
26th.
It might actually be in their gym, not at the college, because the college had a floor leak and they might have to replace the basketball court.
So the championship runs through Valley City. Nick, we have to do the Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game. Maybe we should take one more 30-second break, chat a little bit about that. And when we come back, we'll honor our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game. Come on back in 30, ladies and gentlemen.
School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. The Ringneck is a perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. The Ringneck has a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2465. That's 645-2465. And stop by every other Friday this winter for meat raffles. For more info and daily specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook.
Hey fans, welcome back in. We have one more award to give away. It's the Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game. Your local precision planting dealer is Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Thanks again to Agassiz Precision Ag for sponsoring the play of the game. Nick, you got it.
We tried to talk off air, tried to come up with one play, but we couldn't really, and we got to give it to just the way Birchill played down the stretch. Her teammates found her down in the post, and she made it look easy down there, scoring, I think, close to 8, maybe 10 points in a row right for the Highliners to end this game and basically put the game out of reach.
There's kind of a punch thrown by Birchill, and then Liza Trenbeth would throw one, and then Birchill, and then Liza, and then Birchill and Liza, and both of them ended up with great games. Katie Birchill scored 37, Liza scored 36. But I think that absolutely, Katie Birchill is a gamer. She is a scary player. She's only a junior. She's, in the 1,000-point club. She was MVP last year. She's first-team All-State last year. She's, she's just a great athlete, fun person to interview, and no doubt about it. I think that's a very well-deserving award is the Katie Birchill play late in the fourth quarter, game on the line. Why not go to her in the paint? And then she has to, of course, make it happen, which she did. So the Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game is going to go to Katie Birchill's play down the stretch. Once again, Agassiz Precision Ag is your local precision planting dealer. Go to Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro or call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Nick, quick closing thoughts, and then I'll give a preview of what we got cooking next. You got the closing thoughts.
I have the closing thoughts. Okay. Another great night in Kindred. I wasn't positive what you were going with over there. say this a lot, but it was another fun night in Kindred. I was really looking forward to this one, and I think it did live up to the hype. We didn't know right away with how those teams came out in the first quarter, but maybe they were just feeling themselves a little bit early on, and then they caught fire and turned into a really good game. And I'm excited, dude. This could be, it looks like Valley City's probably going to lock up the 1 seed here in a little bit going into the Region 1 tournament. But Castleton and Kindred be the 2-3 potentially. I mean, if the way Castleton played against Kindred on Tuesday when you got Wapaton and an Oak Grove and Castleton, that 2 through a 5 could be really fun matchups. And if Kindred and Valley City match up again, I'm excited for that.
It's an exciting time of the year as the region regular season play comes to an end. And the region tournament is always a great one. Next up for us, we aren't in action until next week on Tuesday, Nicholas, as we will see the Valley City boys come to Kindred. Valley City Highliner boys in Kindred on Tuesday. The Kindred boys basketball team is in action tomorrow and Saturday in Devils Lake. They take on Devils Lake tomorrow at 7:30 and then 4 wins on Saturday. Both of those games are on schedule as of right now, Nick. But things are getting cold outside, and who knows what could happen.
Weight room closed tomorrow morning.
You just got the text for that.
Yep.
Thursday, the Kindred Viking girls next Thursday are in action at Carrington, and then Friday they're at Northern Cass. That's a little bit of a gauntlet for the Kindred girls.
Carrington doesn't seem far away, but it is a jaunt.
Two-ish to 2.5 hours. And Carrington, a good ball club. They are ranked number 5. That should be a fun game for the girls up in Carrington. Their next home game isn't until February 6th. So you won't see the girls on your live event with Josh and Eggie until February 6th. You'll see the boys once again with us two on Tuesday. For Valley City goes to Edgeley on Saturday to take on Edgeley Cole Montpelier. Good luck to the Valley City Highliners. Once again, Valley City is victorious here in Kindred. They win by a score of 76-68. The Vikings fall to 10-4. The Highliners improve to 11-2. Congratulations to Katie Burchell. She is the Enbridge player of the game, and her play late in the game earned her the Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game honors as well. Thanks to Jimmy Howard for our chance to visit. Nick, I think we're ready to close things out.
I think we're ready to wrap this up.
All right. Everybody out there, stay warm.
Now going to the tundra.
Grab a couple more blankets.
Maybe some hot chocolate.
Probably not coffee right now. It's a little late.
Unless you're a night owl. Maybe some tea.
Could do some tea with some chamomile. I don't even know how to say that word.
I'm not a tea guy, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not either. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. We'll see you back on Tuesday. For Nicholas Eggman, my name's Josh Almaris. Stay warm.